If you've been buying guacamole at the grocery store, you're wasting your money because it's so easy to make. First thing you need, ripe avocados. So make sure your avocados are ripe and then slice around that pit and start to scoop out all that avocado flesh. Remove that pit by whacking it with a chef's knife and giving it a twist, and then just knock it off into a bowl. So we're going to scoop out this flesh. I'm going to use a fork. You could use a spoon if you want to, but scooping around that peel and getting the entire avocado, I give it a little squeeze at the end into the bowl. Do that with about 3 avocados, and these are Hass avocados. So once you have 3 avocados in that bowl, the next thing we're going to add is a little bit of lime juice. Now for 3 avocados, you need about 1 lime. So I'm going to take a lime, I'm going to take a reamer, and I'm just going to squeeze that juice all over the avocados. Once you have your lime juice and your avocados in the bowl, take whatever you have at home and mash them together. If the avocados are perfectly ripe, this will be easy and you can use a fork. If they're a little tougher, go ahead and use a potato masher. Okay, so once it's all mashed up, then it gets a lot easier. You can go ahead and give it a lot of really good stirs and mashing that avocado against the bowl. You don't need it completely smooth. You've got a little chunk in there, that's really good. It's time to season it up. Now, critical, absolutely critical, is the salt. You want to have a good amount of salt in there, at least half a teaspoon, I would say. Pepper, that's kind of optional, but I like it, so a pinch of cayenne. And then cumin, that's just really nice. I like it, so I'm going to go with cumin as well. Now, once that's all in there, we're going to mix it up, and you can be done if you like. But I'm going to show you how to add a little more interest to it. So I like to add a few ingredients to this just to give it a little bit of color, a little more flavor. And the first thing is red onion. I've minced it so it's really small, and I like to soak it in water because it takes away some of that harsh, pungent onion flavor that lasts with you for days. So it's been soaking in some water. I've rinsed it. I'm going to drain it and give it a little bit of a dry with a paper towel. And then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of onion. You can add more if you love onion, less if you don't. Diced tomato always goes nicely with avocado and adds a lot of color, which is pretty. And then if you like spice, a little bit of jalapeno pepper, diced really, really small because a little goes a long way. I'm going to pop that in there as well. It's starting to look beautiful and colorful. Now, one of my last favorite ingredients is cilantro, chopped up nicely in there. That's going to give a lot of flavor. If you don't like cilantro, just leave it out, or add parsley if you want to, but totally optional. Now comes my favorite part, which is tasting this to season it properly. So think about what you're going to serve the guacamole with. If you're serving it with a salty tortilla chip, taste it on the chip so you know whether or not you need more salt. If you're going to be putting it on a sandwich, you might want to season it a little more. It's pretty darn good. But I like salt, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Here's a nice tip, but it's also pretty. That'll help you keep it all nice and green. Take a lime and slice it paper thin, and then just lay those lime slices on the top of the guacamole like this until you're ready to enjoy it. And then you can just pull those lime slices off. In the meantime, it looks so pretty. So guacamole, make a lot because it's always the first empty bowl.